Doc Rivers, one of the most infamous and respected coaches in the NBA, with a coaching career that spans over 2 decades. Regardless, he's been fired mid-season multiple times. Is Doc as a coach played out? In this video, let's explore his journey to understand whether his methods are indeed outdated or if perhaps broader factors are at play. Let's look at his track record, the successes and the controversies, his coaching style, and how it fits with today's NBA landscape. Stick to the end to learn if Doc's recent hire with the Milwaukee Bucks is a desperate move for a franchise in need of leadership or a strategic step by a team poised for growth. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Appreciate you guys. Glenn Anton Rivers, nicknamed Doc because he wore a Dr. J t-shirt at a summer basketball camp, has had a nice career as a player. Nothing spectacular, but he hooped with a notable passion. Rivers attended Marquette and then was drafted by the Atlanta Hawks in the second round of the 1983 NBA draft. Playing at the point guard position, Doc helped the Dominique Wilkins-led Hawks to a significant success during the 1980s. He also repped Team USA at the 1982 FIBA World Championship, gaining a valuable international experience. Following his 9-season stint with the Hawks, Rivers went on to play for several other teams before transitioning into coaching. And listen, there's no doubt that his time on the court as a player did give him a unique perspective to his coaching philosophy. He combines a player's insight with a strategic mindset, which initially led to successes as a head coach. However, the evolving dynamics of the NBA could be challenging his traditional approaches, to say the least. It's like, Doc is so old he brings a typewriter to games. I think he's still trying to figure out the shift in the NBA from old school to new school. For real though, Doc's reputation for stellar defensive strategies, which earned him a chip with the Boston Celtics in 2008, has been a staple of his coaching identity. Yet the question remains, can these tried and true methods stand the test of time in an era that emphasizes pace and space, three-point shooting, and positionless basketball? Some critics argue his reluctance to adapt could be a detriment, while others say his experience and leadership are invaluable in a fast-changing league. Both sides have valid points. Doc's experience can't be dismissed, yet innovative strategies are essential. And he's just not been the most adaptable when it comes to these new trends. Remember, Doc kept getting handed contending teams like the Los Angeles Clippers, like the Philadelphia 76ers, but didn't get them over the hump to championship glory. This raised doubts about his ability to make critical adjustments during pivotal playoff moments. Man, it's like he's playing checkers while everyone else has moved to 3D chess. In Boston, he was able to marshal a super team of Hall of Famers. I mean, he had 3 first ballot Hall of Famers and Rajon Rondo? How could you not win with that squad? In LA, he continued to foster competitive teams, but it was the same old story, close yet so far. His stretch with the Clippers is especially marked by high expectations, still left unmet, culminating in the infamous playoff collapses. Fast forward to Philadelphia, where the saga seemed to repeat itself. Another talented roster, yet no rings to show. Problems with Harden, Joel Embiid's synergy, or a lack thereof, has been widely discussed in the context of Rivers' coaching. Some have suggested that his traditional methods don't maximize the potential of today's superstars, which often hinges on optimizing player dynamics and embracing modern offensive schemes. The crux of the argument is whether Doc's old school tactics can effectively mesh with the way basketball is currently played, an ever-evolving game that favors innovation and flexibility over rigid systems and set plays. I'm saying Doc's achievements can't be discounted, but the pressure is on for him to prove he can evolve. The NBA is a league that just doesn't stand still, and adaptability is key. It's like Doc Rivers is still trying to keep up with the NBA's pace of change, but he's still stuck in the era of dial-up internet. Yeah, maybe he ditched the typewriter, but he gotta update his coaching software to at least Windows 10, or he might find himself coaching a team of players who think floppy disk is a new move in the game. Anyways, now enter the Milwaukee Bucks, a team once again on the cusp of greatness. With Giannis Antetokounmpo and Damian Lillard now, the Bucks have a fantastic core. They've had struggles with the coaching staff though, as the assistant coach Terry Stotts left early in the season, and many have seen this as a sign of instability. The players were looking for a direction and someone who could instill confidence and discipline. That man Giannis kept calling everyone out, saying they needed a leader who believed in the team's potential and could harness their individual talents for collective success. They started the season strong, but could not quite sustain the momentum as the games went on. Yes, they were on top of the league, but not at the very top. Being second in the East is actually frustrating when you have championship aspirations. Imagine having the MVP caliber player like Giannis and not being able to convert that into the #1 spot. Imagine trading for a superstar like Damian Lillard and not being able to call Dame time whenever you feel it's needed. So the Bucks front office decided something needed to change. They fired head coach Adrian Griffin after 43 games, despite having one of the NBA's top records. A move that surprised many given the team's seemingly solid performance. Letting a coach go midway through the season often indicates a pursuit of perfection within the organization. The Bucks were no exception. They demanded excellence and felt a change was necessary to achieve their lofty goals. And guess who popped up on their radar? Doc Rivers. Well, yeah, I mean, it's not a bad choice considering his experience, his track record, the respect he commands from players. It's definitely a statement from ownership that they're serious about taking the Bucks to the next level. Bringing a coach like Doc Rivers into the mix could instill the veteran leadership and defensive prowess that the Bucks are looking for. Moreover, it's a clear signal that the Bucks are committed to pursuing a championship now, not later. They're banking on Doc's ability to blend his coaching style with the team's dynamic roster, especially with powerhouses like Giannis and Lillard leading the charge. But the skeptics are whispering, is Doc the right man to harness the offensive firepower of this Bucks team? Will he be able to optimize a system that allows for both Giannis and Lillard to thrive simultaneously? Questions are swirling about Rivers' offensive playbook in a league dominated by high-efficiency scoring and innovative game plans. Yet, supporters will point to his championship pedigree and player management skills as indicators that he could very well be a catalyst for Milwaukee's success. Let's see how it goes. So far, Doc's debut with the Bucks was spoiled by who else? No other than Nikola Jokic, a man that has snatched the MVP from Doc's best player before. The Joker claimed his 14th triple-double of the season as the Nuggets beat the Bucks 113-107. You could say that Jokic's performance was a stark reminder for Doc Rivers about the level of competition in the NBA's top echelon. The game has emphasized the need for quick adaptation and a deep understanding of one's roster. To achieve success, Rivers will have to apply lessons learned from his loss and work relentlessly to mold the Bucks into a more formidable and cohesive unit that can take on the challenges presented by versatile stars like Jokic. Or else, the Bucks might find themselves back in the smoothie shop business, blending up their championship dreams into delicious but ultimately unsatisfying protein shake. But hey, at least they'll have plenty of practice dribbling fruit. Seriously, think about it. If Doc is able to step up and adjust to the new school style of play, integrating the strengths of Giannis and Lillard could make the Bucks unstoppable. They need a strategy that is unpredictable and dynamic, a blend of Giannis's paint dominance with Lillard's perimeter excellence. It's a chance for Doc to showcase his adaptability and for the team to shake up the league. If Rivers can unlock this potential, Milwaukee could very well be the next NBA champions. Even more, the Bucks could establish a new era of dominance, and Doc could truly become an icon in modern basketball coaching. But successfully merging the old school and new school approaches, he can create a hybrid system that capitalizes on the team's skill sets. This potential success will not only revolutionize the Bucks' playstyle, but also redefine winning strategies across the league. Rivers has a chance to blend basketball philosophies, creating a formidable and innovative approach that could take the NBA by storm. I mean, Doc will be a legend if he can pull this off. But if they lose, he's gonna get cooked. Let me know what you think though. Should Doc just retire and stick to commentating? Or do you think he has what it takes to actually pull this off in the modern NBA?